I'm Paul, also known as Man Found Standing. I'm the president of the New Haven Native American Church. Here we're on our main ceremonial grounds, 28 acres. We also own approximately about 440 acres total. I got really interested in cryptocurrency a couple years ago. I bought my first Bitcoin at $170. Currently, I think it's about 4,300 now. But looking at the cryptocurrency, I began to understand what the real vision was, being able to get away from government-run, manipulated money and allow the people to take back control of their monetary policies. And with that, I teamed up with a group of people, and we've decided to go out and assist humanity by building the equality keys. This is a cryptocurrency that is going to be used for transactions between people or between stores and shopping and all that, just like you would use the American dollar or Canadian dollar or something else like that. You would use the equality keys to go and shop and to use that for your transactions. But the good thing that we're going to want to do with this is we're going to have a store of value, that every transaction has a little bit of transaction fee associated with it that will go into backing the currency. And the trick with that, to be decentralized, is we've teamed up with nonprofits, tax-exempt organizations that are allowed to basically take this donations that are given to them from the use of the equality keys and store them into value. You know, we have the gold and we have the silver, but we also have land value, and more particularly doing things with that land, you know, farming and developing communities and projects and other things. There's lots of values that we can be doing to steadily increase the profit. To give you an example, Bitcoin and the mining, you know, they go and have the minings, and it slowly gets harder and harder, and now in order to mine Bitcoin you need a lot of computer technology. It's very expensive, very expensive with the environment, you know, pulling out a lot of the electricity and all that, and costly. Well, a simple solution to that would have been having them, instead of spending all this money on computer equipment and process minings, they could have just spent money on establishing some type of monetary value to the currency. You know, like just even donating the millions or billions of dollars that they've used to spend on Bitcoin that have been wasted through electricity and through extra computer equipment. They could have donated to help humanitarian. They could have donated to help humanity. And that's kind of what we're really looking for, the equality keys. We want to team up with nonprofit organizations to go out there and take our people and be able to do transactions from peer-to-peer or from around the world there, and slowly build value, where your equality keys might be worth $1, then eventually it'll be worth $2, $3, $4. The more people who use it, the more value it will go. To give you an example, the transactions where Bitcoin is now, it could literally generate millions of dollars worth of asset backing revenue. And this revenue is going to be controlled by the nonprofit organizations, but used. You know, if the currency drops in value, the voters can say, hey, look, we want to vote, and be able to purchase, the nonprofits purchase this currency off the market, and they can pull it off and vote and use it that way. Naturally, you're going to have the ups and downs in markets, and they're going to want to capitalize on those trends. So a nonprofit, when the market's high, they might sell off some of their equality keys that they have to get assets and revenue to turn into purchasing land or purchasing gold. And when the market's low, they might want to cash those out and start purchasing the keys back. But this is really a social movement to assist humanity, because where we're going with this is, as the currency becomes more backed and more value becomes added and added and added, there's, people's value is going to ever increase with their money. So if you had $100 American put into your savings account, in 10 years, it's not going to be worth very much because of inflation. Whereas if you had $100 worth of Equality Keys put into your wallet, in 10 years, it might be worth 10 times what it is now. So there is that value. And the whole key is to get these nonprofit organizations to go out and assist humanity. Right now, the New Haven Native American Church, we own 9,600 plus acres in Africa, and we're starting up a humanitarian village and farming project over there to help the people. There's lots of these projects that we can do in third world countries to assist in bringing back equality around the planet and assist humanity no matter where we live. Because the dollar goes so far in these third world countries, you can do wonderful things. Like here in America, $100,000 doesn't do very much, but over in Africa, that $100,000 is like 10 million here. So we have great visions of being able to go out and do farming projects and build communities and healing centers and all these things that aren't just throwing away money, not just going and giving people in the village food that they run out of food again in 6 months, but go out and teach the village how to plant, how to grow their own food, and then turn around and export that food when they have the increase there. So New Haven is a part of this whole organization that we want to team up with the Equality Keys. Our members are committed to this organization and committed to assisting humanity wherever we go. Wonderful things can be happening over the next generation if we all team up and go and do that. A small little trickle eventually rolls into the raging river, into the oceans. And as long as everybody comes in and says, look, I'm going to take a stand, instead of using a corrupt banking and government-run system that is stealing money, I'm going to turn around for my transactions. I'm going to go out and support organic farmers. I'm going to go out and support different people or organizations that truly make a difference. And I'm going to use my Equality Keys to go in and do the purchases where I can. We have a wonderful vision that we can change the world, and each one of us can be a part of that. So thank you.